Scotty and welcome back to another rockabilly guitar lesson, and this one was requested by one of my patrons, Rudy. He wanted to learn Go 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 by Roy Orbison, which was released in 1956 here on Sun Records. It was the flip side to Ooby Dooby. Yeah, what a fantastic record. And I covered Ooby Dooby already as part of my Roy Orbison special, which you should be able to watch here when I do everything right. So Roy Orbison, he wrote Go Go Go. He also played lead guitar on the song, and it was later recorded by Jerry Lee Lewis under the name Down the Line, which is pretty much the same song. But I love Jerry's versions just as much. I think it's one of the best B-sides ever. Well, back to Go Go Go. I'll show you how to play the first solo right here on YouTube. And if you want to learn the whole song with the intro, both solos, the outro, then you can go to my Patreon channel where I post weekly rockabilly guitar lessons, many of them exclusively for Patreon, and you'll also have access to the tabs and to the jam tracks in 4 different speeds. I just finished transcribing all the songs for my new Udemy course, the Rockabilly Guitar Solos, the Sun Records Rockabilly Guitar Solos Part 2, and I have the list in the description below as well. I want to say thank you to everybody who supports my channel, especially my patrons, of course, who help me such a big deal. I really appreciate it. I have one question for you though. Could you please let me know in the comments if my lessons are too easy or too hard, or maybe just right? Any feedback would be highly appreciated. I mean, I try to mix it up as good as I can, but sometimes it's hard to judge. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do, so you'll never miss a lesson like this one. Go 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 by Roy Orbison. Okay, this is my second take here for the first solo of Go Go Go. And apparently I have to switch the cameras on in order to record something. Okay, always learn something new. Okay, let's start with the first solo. It starts like this. These are the first 2 bars. So you start on the 5th fret B string, and as often together with an open E string, and you play, and then you take a finger off, playing both open strings, and you go to the 8th fret, and you can always give it a little bending 3 times, and open E and B string. One more time. Back to the 5th fret. This time you stay here on the 5th fret, yeah? Back to 8. Just a slight variation here. Let me repeat the first line, the first row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the chord progression changes to A, and you will play. Yeah, you slide into the chord here, the 5th and 6th fret B and G string, and then you play. Then you put your ring finger onto the 7th fret, and you bend up a little more here, half step, followed by the E and B string. Yeah? And it doesn't matter if you don't hit the G string all the time, if you play like. Oh, that's okay. And then back to E, where you play. Starting with the low E string, followed by the high E string, open, 3rd fret, B string, open E string again, 3rd fret E string, and both open strings. I think it makes more sense when I play it a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then to B, and you could use a regular bar chord here on the 7th fret, but I usually play it like this. Seventh fret, low E string, 7th fret high E string. Then I put my pinky down to the 9th fret B string, and I play the 8th fret on the G string as well, yeah? And you have that when you grab the chord anyway. 7th fret high E string again, 10, and then the open strings. Back to E. And this is the end of the first part of the first solo. Let me repeat the last line again. And then the second part of the solo starts with a pickup, where you play the open E string, 3rd fret on the B string together with the open E string, and you take a finger back off again. And then you go into this formation where you have the index on the 3rd fret B string, middle finger is on 4, G string, and the ring finger on 5. And it goes back and like on and off here on the 5th fret B string, huh? It sounds like this. Yeah, you see that the ring finger goes on and off. And together with a pickup, starting on 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. And then you repeat this phrase. Then the chord progression will change to A again, and you play the exact same thing that you did in the first part. Back to this familiar phrase here. Just the ending is a little different here. Then to B7, and this time you play the B7 here in the first position, just regular B7 chord, and you'll play. And it doesn't matter too much which strings you hit, yeah. You want to start with some low strings. Yeah, don't hit the low E string. And then you move it up 1 fret, back, and then back to E. Or you can only hear the 3 notes, the open E string, 3rd fret B string, and open E string. And I will repeat the last line starting on the B7 here. I hope that makes sense. And now I will play everything to the metronome at 110 beats per minute, which is pretty much half the speed of the original. 1, 2, 3, 4.